everyone, welcome to ACE Online. So in today's video, we are going to discuss a job vacancy, and this job vacancy is released by LIC, that is Life Insurance Corporation of India. So basically LIC recently has announced a total vacancy of 300 at the post of AAO. Now let's discuss some of the important details regarding this, and first we are going to discuss some important dates. So if we talk about the important dates, so the starting date to apply for this particular job or for the payment of the fee is 15th January 2023. That means from this particular date, you are able to apply for this particular job. And if we talk about the last date to apply, that is 31st January 2023. This is the last date to apply for this particular job, right? Apart from that, LIC has also released the tentative dates for your examination. So for the prelims examinations, dates are near around 17th to 20th February 2023, and here we are also having the tentative dates for the mains examinations, and it is near to 18th March 2023. Is it clear? So these are the important dates that you should know for this particular job notification, right? Or we can say for this particular job vacancy, right? Now let's discuss the qualification details or the at least qualification that you are required to apply for this particular job. And here the candidate should possess bachelor degree. That means you should have done your graduation. After that only you can able to apply for this particular vacancy. Now, if we talk about the age limit, so the minimum age limit for this particular profile is 21 years, and whereas the maximum age limit is 30 years. The maximum age limit is 30 years. Apart from that, the post name is AAO, or we can say that Assistant Administrator Officer, or we can also say it as AAO. Now, if we talk about the number of vacancies, so we can say that here we are having total 300 vacancies. This is a huge number of vacancies which LIC has announced, right? Now, apart from that, if we talk about some syllabus details, so here in the reasoning, you have to cover at least these topics. For the quant, you have to cover these topics, and for the English language, you have to cover these topics, right? Now let's talk about reasoning. So first is statement-based question. That means you are having some statements, and on the basis of that, maybe you have to conclude something, maybe you have to interface something, maybe you have to decide something. Basically, we can say that the decision-making questions. After that, you are having syllogisms. Again, a very important topic. These two are very important topics. Next is setting arrangement. Again, this is a very important topic. Coding, decoding, alphanumeric series, puzzles, setting arrangement, okay, setting arrangement, and blood relation, analogy, and odd one out. These are the main topics that you need to cover in your reasoning section. Apart from that, if we talk about the quantitative aptitude, so here we are having DI, time and work, speed, distance, and time, number series, approximation, simple and compound interest, profit loss, and average. Now, apart from that, if we talk about the English language, so here the topics are reading comprehension, sentence arrangement, cloze test, error spotting, sentence improvement, synonym antonyms, phrases, and elementary grammar. Now, these are the topics that we have to cover if we are going to write down this particular examination. But out of all these topics, we are having few major topics that we have to take care of these topics, especially in the ending days or when we are going to revise all the topics that we are having if we are considering reasoning, quantitative aptitude, or English. So now let's see what are the main topics that we are having. So first, we are just going to discuss for the both prelims as well as the mains. If we talk about the level of the examination, it lies in between easy to moderate level. If you are already prepared for SBI PO prelims. If you are already had a preparation for your SBI prelims or some other preliminary exams, then you can easily able to clear the prelims of this particular examination, right? Now let's talk about some important topics that you have to take care before writing this particular exam. First, if we are going to consider the reasoning section. So in the reasoning section, you have to take care of sitting arrangement, puzzles, syllogisms, and some miscellaneous topics. These are the important topics that you have to prepare if you are going to write down this particular examination. So in your ending days, just simply focus on these particular topics apart from the other syllabus that you are having. Just prepare well in these particular topics, right? Now if we talk about the mains, you have to focus on again the sitting arrangement. Apart from that, you have to focus on the puzzles. Apart from that, you have to focus on the machine input. Now, machine input is not in your prelims, but it is present in your mains examination. So, you have to focus on machine input as well. Apart from that, you have to focus on data sufficiency type of questions. Data sufficiency type of questions. You need to take care of all these things. And yes, again the miscellaneous part also. Right? Now this is what that we are having in our reasoning department. But what about the quant section? So if we are going to discuss about the quant section, so in the quant section you are having so many other topics, right? So for the quant section, if we talk about again the prelims as well as the mains. So in the prelims, again you have to focus on what? On the simplification, or we can say on the approximation. Simplification, or we can say the approximation. Apart from this, we have to specially focus on what? Data interpretation. DI is a very important topic that you have to cover, right? Apart from that, you have to cover the arithmetic section, in which you have to work on your time in work, time in distance, and percentage ratio type of questions, right? If we talk about the mains is quite similar to this one. Here we are not having any other topic, but in the reasoning section we are also having one topic, and that is nothing but that is your logical reasoning. This is a very important part that we have to cover if we are going to write this particular examination. Now, how we are going to revise all of these topics? So just simply take a topic one by one and start preparing for the examination, because now you are having only few days left and you have to do well in your examination. So all you need to do is you need to focus on these particular topics, especially. I'm not saying that you have to eliminate the rest option. No, you don't have to eliminate them, but you have to focus on these topics specially. Again, here I am writing all the important topics of quant. If you are talking about maybe prelims or the mains examination, you have to focus on DI. Now, if we talk about the prelims based DI, it is like you are having a passage and you have to determine the values. But as we moved in the mains examination, here we are having the missing DI. We may have some complex type of DI, and what we have to do? We have to determine all the values by ourselves, and after that we have to solve that, right? So there's a difference in between the level, but here we need to focus on the DI. We have to focus on the concept of simplification and approximation, or we can say it as approximation. Apart from that, we again have to focus on the arithmetic problems. And in this also we have to focus on the chapter as time, speed and distance. We have to focus on time and work. We have to focus on the mixtures and allegations, right? We have to focus on the concept of, or we can say the application of percentage. So just do prepare well for the examination, and here we are going to start some of the practice sessions on the YouTube only, so that you can prepare well for your LIC examination. From my side and from ACE online side, all the very best to all the students who are going to write this particular examination. Thank you.